Hey guys, Marshall here again. And today is an extremely important subject that I've just sort of recently been exposed to more, and that is the chakras. But this time we're gonna explore what we've been doing a lot, and that is sort of the shifting of uh, along the spectrum of the chakras too, because understanding all of them is really important, but understanding the progression, I believe, and really absorbing all of them together as you get towards, we got some thunder here, to get towards a specific um, sort of understanding for yourself and appreciation and a connection to the universe, like the big scale universe in a way, because you can sort of, unless you don't unless you don't if you don't find a way to sort of connect to humanity and the universe, uh, you can often be limiting yourself and your energy and everything in your way that you live on a daily basis. So, um, as we start out in the physical, that is I am. I am the I am chakra, the root chakra, an understanding of your physical presence and stability and connection to the earth, um, grounding and everything like that. That's an important step as you move to I feel. And I think also one thing to also think about is really think about I am and really be proud of what I am, your physicality, how you look, the sort of certain traits of you that really stand out, and be really proud of that and what you become. Your physical, um, the way your body's sculpted, be proud of that. Whatever you can, whatever works for you, whatever physical presence you have, and then so that you can feel that connection. That's the next step. Is I feel, and really be able to understand how you feel on a moment to moment basis, on a day to day basis. Um, that's extremely important. That's your. That's like the way that we. I feel is also like your sexual, your emotional and sexual nature, and be able to understand how you're feeling and what your feeling should be. Your feeling should be causing some action in a way. So whatever it is, if you're feeling down or if you're feeling a certain way, hopeless, sort of gear in that the improvement in how you feel to improve your self esteem and your energy on a daily basis, so that you can lead into the I do, and that is your identity and your purpose, um, which is another core element that is just an extremely important one. And you can sort of understand how these are sort of moving upwards. This is like moving up your spine. So I am, I feel, now I do, um, gearing like an understanding of the below chakras to sort of help you establish your purpose, what you do, and you think about just the simplification of this: the I am, the I feel, and the I do. And sometimes the best way to explain yourself to people in these sort of different areas, you know, like why are you doing this sort of thing this purpose, and it's just, this is what I do. This is a part of me. You know, if you can sort of establish that, that's, I think, a great way to look at it. Because a lot of people will look at where is this going to get you? This is what I do. I'm in practice, and there's definitely a lot of potential where this is going to get me. And so, oftentimes, you know, people don't even establish that at all. So, it's really important to have big goals and everything like that. But establishing that start, that I do, the proudness of why it is that you do that, the reason why you understanding the reason why you do that purposeful thing. If you're serving other people, if you're serving humanity, if you're getting more and more connected to humanity, that's what this is all geared for. And the next is your heart chakra, which I love. This is what I love. This is what we also talked about in previous spectrums, that I love, the ultimate motivator, the motivator for you to continue having relations with a woman or man or whatever. The motivation is to gear that, to have that capability to love, to have that understanding for yourself, the understanding of how you feel, what you do, and how you can love in this world. A love for humanity, a love for a person, a family, your capability. Another great explanation why you've been hanging out with this girl a lot. Why, or you know, you're going extreme lengths to help a family member that may not even appreciate you. Why do you keep doing this? Because I love. That's why. It's really a really strong way, just simplification. Next is the throat chakra. It's I say, and so you can sort of, that's even a development right there, being able to express that you love, the ability to say that, the ability to look past sort of that, even that person that critiquing. Why would you go an extreme length to help a family member that doesn't appreciate you? Being able to express that and be confident about that, and the reality is that he, knowing that other person also loves you, but isn't really able to, you know, necessarily express himself in the right way. They're kind of suffering that expression, whereas you aren't suffering in that expression, to say that you love, you feel, you do. As you sort of, all these things, you know, are sort of geared towards being able to express your throat chakra, the I am, the I feel, the I do, I love. Now you say all these things. Now you have an explanation, a simple explanation for a lot of things you do. Hopefully you've sort of geared your life to be able to understand why it is you do these certain things, why it is that you feel these certain things, a new sense of really understanding yourself, and understanding what you can do to aid humanity. And then now you see. Now you are a seer. Your third eye chakra is helping you understand where somebody is coming from. So maybe somebody's coming from a scarce environment. Maybe someone's emotions are scarce. To be able to provide for them, like we had just talked about, you're doing something for somebody that may not be able to show their love as much, or show their emotion, and they're not able to even say it sometimes, because they haven't made it through the chakras. They don't think about it on a daily basis. And you can see in your reality what is really true, what is really real in front of you, and that is a person that may be suffering, and a person that may be acting out of lower areas of the chakras, lower vibration areas, and so a real understanding for reality, instead of taking things very personal. very important in this step. And then this also being able to see also really connected to the I know chakra, which is a knowing of your connection with God and the universe. And as you pull all these things together, if you can pull all these things together, you should feel very connected to the universe and very connected to God, whatever that may be. That divine connection with the universe. That's what this is kind of all generally also geared for, as you sort of improve your divine connection with yourself, humanity, the universe, and God, and just a great appreciation for all of those things. And all of this stuff is gonna take it takes a lot of understanding, but it's so fruitful and important to help your feeling on a day-to-day basis. And as I started discovering these things, you obviously do get a little bit of a dopamine kick from really finding new things. That curiosity, you're kind of feeding the curiosity, but all of a sudden you realize more so that you're really someone that's working on your movement up the chakras. It's very fulfilling, very fulfilling. And then also understanding that, although I don't go to church every Sunday, or although I don't fit into the the public eye of a very godly person, a very spiritual person, but I know with myself that I'm working on my growth, and my confidence to just to I am. In essence, this is all to be. In a great way. This is all to be. This is all to be Marshall. This is all my life has kind of been, I guess, working my way up to sort of really truly understand what I can be. Understanding who I am in the present, understanding how I feel, understanding what it is that I want to do, what I love, what I say, what I see, and what I know is real. Getting rid of all the clutter, getting rid of the chaos to really know what I know is real, so that I can just be my best self. And just really powerful. We're going to talk about these more and more in depth, but actually this is a spectrum itself, and I didn't even think about this the first time as we start talking about spectrums more and more. This isn't a spectrum of the chakras, and all of them. A lot of from what I've understood is, like, if you're operating in the lower areas of the chakras and not really progressing, you're not going to feel the full range. If you just feel the physical world and you don't feel the universal connection, if you don't really understand that there's a magnetic field in your body, and you're not really seeing this, what's actually real, which really is developed in science, there's an understanding for a lot of this stuff. The pineal gland is real in your brain. Your spine is real. There's energy that's flowing through your spine to your brain. All these connections, your nervous system, all of this stuff is real. And I think I suffered from an understanding of what is real, because a lot of times I had trouble because I didn't see things, I didn't really believe them. But all of a sudden I start feeling these different things, this just a feeling different, and all of a sudden I start to believe things a little more. I start to believe in God, and I also actually had an extreme sort of circumstance where I was able to see uh, some really wild things, and I feel like I communicated with some higher power in a way. I don't know what exactly it was, but whenever was drugged with PCP, I actually um, it was a real horrible event. But maybe the silver lining is really I was able to sort of have this connection with some sort of greater um, forces in the world that you don't really see. But I could feel their presence. I could actually um, there was a lot of negative energy there. There was a lot of good versus evil going on in my brain because of being drugged. A substance is just really a really horrible substance. I never intended to be given this, and but this being able to sort of feel and hear this sort of different. I felt like I had been communicating with a guardian angel in a way, and also potentially a dark angel. Demons, they talk about demons and things like that in your life, and in a sense, unless you have something like that happening, it's hard to really believe in that stuff. And all of a sudden, I had this experience and everything, which now I look back at a positive aspect of that, where I suffered a lot from not really seeing the positive, but really the most positive thing that came back from that was that I had an experience that was very very connected to the universe in a way, and the different negative and positives to the universe. And I mean, this is all geared towards trying to manage the positive, the high vibrational understanding of the universe, and really seeking that and seeking the great energy and providing and everything, providing the value and all this. And so I was able to experience that. I mean, you think about the universe, you think about black holes and massive dark energy. You think about things that provide life, like the sun. It's almost like a black hole is kind of like a counterpart to a sun that provides life in a way. The black hole kind of seems to take it in a way. That dark energy will seem to take lives in a way. So I mean, it was wild experience, but that isn't exactly what this is about. But really, working your way up to really find a way that you can find where you're at, determine that, and sort of work your way up to figure out how to connect with God and the universe. So this is mostly your own battle. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of young individuals, instead of building up their belief in God and their connection to the universe, they just say kind of like, "You're a Christian in my house. You're gonna believe in God." So that's that can be very different than what we're talking about right now. That can be very different. That's kind of like imposing. That's more of like an indoctrinating somebody to just believe, instead of really helping them achieve a high vibrational ability to understand. And whenever I was going to church when I was younger, there was a lot of conflict of different beliefs of what makes them true believers of God and stuff like that. So there's almost like almost like a competitive aspect to it, which was really not a benefit to humanity. I don't think. If you're competing over somebody over how you connect with God, that doesn't seem too helpful in the big picture. So I'm not competing with anybody about this. I'm not going to argue with anybody about this. But you can sort of find, you can even find in the Bible certain aspects of Jesus saying that he just be, you know. He had reached such a, you know, simple answer for these things. If someone asked him, is God in you? He just says, he just is, you know. I just know, you know, I just know he's there. You know, this is just, it's hard for somebody to understand unless you sort of build them up and really help them, provide them with that sort of aspect to help them feel connected to the universe instead of just telling them to be something. So really, a really amazing, probably one of my best episodes here today. I'm very passionate about it. I'm very, very committed to being and my journey. So I hope that you can too, and just be able to understand what a simple couple words mean, but really understand how that represents you, how you feel, how you do, how you love, how you say, how you see, and what you know to be true. So take that with you. If you need to, check back, look at some of the other episodes on the chakras. I have 7 full episodes, and actually in the future we're going to go even more deep diving into each of the chakras and look at a spectrum for each of the chakras themselves, which I have never seen anybody do this before, and I'm doing it. I'm sure someone has done it before, but we're really going to deep dive and really uncover even more to just improve our understanding, improve these bases of being and knowing. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Please go out and see what you can do to help improve humanity and your own health. All right, take care, guys. See you soon.